the only person who would serve the governor any notice for any impeachment or even query must be someone who hates the state. For 6 months, this state looked like a graveyard. People could hardly do any business. The whole place was dirty. There was just everything wrong. Dry 6 months. And then we have just come out. People are just beginning to adjust to the peace that has returned, and then this distraction. For me, it's a distraction. Even they know that it's not something they can pull. They are just trying to create a distraction. And then, to remind us that they still exist, because a lot of people had forgotten about them and what they're even supposed to be doing, because they haven't ever done it. So to the 4 members, I say, good son, I don't open. So welcome to the path of reasoning. To the other ones who are still grappling in the dark, with time I want to believe that they will step out of the dark into the light and see why it's important for us to put River State first and above every other thing. This is our state. It's the only place we call home, and if this place is not at peace, then we can't sleep in peace. We also cannot do our business. Our children will be unsafe and all of that. Nobody wants that. If you love the state, you will want that. So I'm holding on and looking forward to more people stepping out like the 4 who have already stepped out. That should have been done if there was any problem. But when you read also their excuse for the notice, you would know that it's either these people are not in Nigeria, or all through those 6 months they were not following the happenings in the state, right? Or they were not interested in the things that were going on. When they said they released our money to IBAS, some of us queried why. If there is an instruction that we are following that is from the Supreme Court, first of all, is that same Supreme Court gave a ruling on a matter that was not before them. That's very unconstitutional. But just let's even keep that on the side and face this. If they were following at that time, they would have known that it was wrong. They too would have been part of raising an objection. But for them then it was about, oh yes, then they will not give Sim the money, blah blah blah. See, at this particular moment, Sim is beyond just being Sim. He is the governor of Rivers State. If you don't want to respect him as a man, respect his office. Respect it. God chose for him to be there. Let him serve. Let him do his work and succeed or not, but let him do his work. Stop creating the distractions and throwing spiners everywhere. For me, find a lasting solution to this problem, because you could find a political solution today and tomorrow they tell you it's emotional solution, then psychological solution, then educational solution, then financial. That means the solution not go finish, or every day new ones go come. So let them find a lasting solution to this, permanent ones and for all. See, when they came back from Abuja, none of us knew what the conversation was. It was not shared, but the postings online, either media pally or just postings on social media and all of that, we found out that from those postings, we saw the 2 of them, Nyesom and Governor Fubara, at functions, at events, holding hands like brothers, walking into the vehicle. We saw also Governor Fubara saying, this is my father, this is my brother. We saw a lot of things that looked like reconciliation. If they're now saying that was photo trick, how do I know that the political whatever it is they want to do is not phone trick? I don't know. I'm just saying. So for me, the first thing is, whatever is the issue, we as citizens of this state were unaware of it. You people reached your agreement at your level. We were not called into that agreement before it was reached. So please, whatever that discussion was, keep it away from us, but let governance happen. Let leadership happen. That's the only reconciliation I want to see as a citizen of this state. Let us live in peace. Let Governor Fubara do his work as governor. Not all these distractions being thrown up here and there. Let the man complete his work. It's even a distraction for me, really, right now, that people, instead of helping the man achieve the things he wants to achieve. You know, before those 6 months, Governor Fubara was running at such a speed that a lot of us were excited. Thank God, though, at least there's road to this place. At least there's this to this place. People were happy, right? For those same things, when Rivers indigents asked for it, they were told, the same things that Governor Fubara achieved with ease. So, for me, can we just achieve things that adds value to the lives of Rivers people? All of us. We all belong here. We all own this. We are all beneficiaries of this state. So can we just enjoy our state? They should stop all these distractions and just focus. 4 years plus 4 years, whatever. I think that's a conversation for later. INEC has not even released their timetable. We have a by-election very soon. Should they count one before they count two? Me, I don't understand all this our counting will they count now. So let's do what is right, and what is right at this particular moment is to support Governor Sim to deliver effective leadership to the people of Rivers State. That's what's most effective. And then based off of that, let the people of Rivers State decide. The people, not one individual or one party, or no, the people. Let the people decide that this is how we want to go, and we will all go there. It's nice that the governor is very peaceful, because it's not be everybody peaceful like that.
Before the impeachment notice was served, it was simply an indication that, again, we have found ourselves in a situation where there is a complete breakdown in trust, in communication between the House of Assembly and the executive led by the Governor Fubara, and that's something that is really saddening, that we are going to be doing a part that did not serve us right, that did not work for us, that ended up landing the entire state in a state of emergency. That was the background that led to that emergency we had, and that we have just come out from. There was a complete disconnect between the assembly and government house, the executive, and it's unfortunate that less than 4 months after we came out of that very worst part of our history as a people, that we are talking about issues about communication, relationship between the assembly and the governor. And to me, it is very painful, because you ask yourself, what is even motivating our leaders? Are they really leading for the benefit of the citizens of Rivers State, or they have cornered themselves to a point where they now prioritize and magnify their ego, their pride, their interests above and far more important than the interests, the progress, the peace, the stability of Rivers State? You know, it's painful, because every single thing in Rivers State is connected to political stability, and it is sad that those that have been saddled with the responsibility, that Rivers people have given the opportunity to, at this point in our journey as a people, are the ones that are joking with the stability of this state, with people's survival. You know how many businesses are threatened because of this reoccurring crisis? So in all sincerity, I'm very, very disappointed that we are in a situation where we are talking about disagreement between House of Assembly and the governor in 2026 January. We are talking about governor not presenting a budget again. I think the time has come for us to talk to ourselves and to tell ourselves the truth, that we are not doing well. The current leadership in the state, we need to take a reflection and begin to put Rivers State first, begin to put Rivers people first. We have almost lost every sense of state pride. What kind of rigmarole is this? Any politics that does not prioritize good governance, that does not prioritize the prosperity, the progress of its people, and then give rooms for unnecessary shenanigans as we have now to glorify the interest of certain individuals at the detriment of the entire state. Such a politics is barbaric, and we need to find a way to come out of this. For me, whatever needs to be done to protect whether it is fragile, whether it is temporary, or to protect the stability and the peace that we have currently in Rivers State. That is what every single stakeholder, out beyond just the members of the assembly, even the political parties and the structures that these lawmakers are loyal to, it should be incumbent on every single Rivers loving, highly placed stakeholder at this point to make sure that this state as it is now does not lose this stability that we have. That's why I'm very happy with the news that the Council of Traditional Rulers have now decided to wade into this. This is what did not happen before. All hands must be on deck to impress it on the assembly members and the governor that, if not even for their own personal interest, but for the sake of the state stability, for the sake of businesses that will suffer, for the sake of the very, very bad image all of these political shenanigans are putting on the state, and sadly also for the projects that are going to be stalled, then there is need for them to reach a middle ground. There is need for us to even come out of this habit of rushing to the media to amplify our troubles. It is not only Rivers State that has political crisis, sir. Every state in this country has their own issues. Why must it be Rivers State that every single time we have one little issue that can be resolved in a parlor, it will find its way to the national media? So we need to stop this habit of demarketing this state, of unnecessarily amplifying issues, and we need to find a way to resolve our issues. I will always say, and I maintain, that most of the issues that we keep rushing, trying to call Mr. President, trying to call international community to come to help us, to come to our aid, these are issues that if we rise up as a people, and then if we tell ourselves the truth, these are issues that we should be able to resolve as a people. They don't need to escalate beyond the state level. So the time has come for the governor to be a governor indeed. This is his tenure, this is his administration, and whatever needs to be done, he told us that no price is too big to pay to ensure that there is peace. Let him act it to the true essence of it. We don't want this cycle of unnecessary shenanigans, crisis that stalled projects that made us to lose a lot in 6 months. We don't want it to continue to fester. Whatever he needs to do to be on the same page with the members of the House of Assembly for the good of the people, he needs to